The first thing you need to do if you want to import your brush is to click on the brush icon, then click on the plus sign at the top right corner, and then you locate the brush, and then you tap on the brush. It's going to automatically import your brush into Procreate. And another easier way to go about this is to drag and drop on your canvas. So if you have the file, you can just split the screen, just drag and drop the brush into your Procreate. It's going to automatically import your brush. This is very simple. So if you are struggling with importing your brush, this is just an easier way to go about it. So note that these brushes I'm going to be using are paid brushes. They are available on my Gumroad for $5. And if you want a free brush pack, I have a 15 free brush pack for drawing portraits in general. You can get of hair brushes included, but not all hair brushes that I have used in this video. So for you to be able to get all the hair brushes available in this video, you'd have to purchase the brush. So I'm going to show you how to use this brush. So the first thing you need to do when you have filled your base color for your hair, mind you, I've skipped the process of filling the silhouette or filling the base color for the hair. I just want to show you how you can use it for quick detailing of your hair. So let's start off with our braids. So you can add a new layer and then select a color of your choice. If you want the hair to be brown, you can go with brown. If you want the hair to be gray, you can go with gray. Then you can clip your mask. Make sure the layer you've created is clipped to the layer below, which contains the flat color. And if you don't want to clip the mask, it's also fine, because you can just use your eraser to clean up. The best way to use this brush is you make sure to increase the size. Make sure you increase the size of your brush. Let it be in accordance to the base size silhouette of the hair, so that it will match the detailing perfectly. So I just try my best to see how I can twist the canvas and make sure I get a nice braid pattern. So this is just practically all you need to do using this braid brush. You just need to position the canvas in a way that you would be able to drag it all through. Make sure you don't tap while using it. Make sure you drag, because dragging is the easier way to get an even detail all through and make it more straight. So when you tap, it might not necessarily give you what you want. It's just going to give you just one single braid pattern. So dragging it gives you an even distribution of the detailing. So you can also feel free to adjust. You can feel free to adjust the braiding pattern using your eraser. You can erase the edges that are outside the silhouette, and you can also clean up the detailing just to make it more realistic. And yeah, you can just do this detailing in just few minutes. It's going to save you a lot of time. Instead of drawing those braids pattern individually, this is just like a fast way to go about it, and this brush will help you with that. Let's go to the next one, which is we are going to try and detail the same hair silhouette with a twist pattern. So this is a twist brush that I use. You are going to get all these brushes available on this $5 brush pack. Feel free to drop any extra tip if you like the brush, or if you like what you're seeing. just make sure you drop a review as well. You can tag me on Instagram and let me know how the brushes are serving you, whether you like it or you're having any issue. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. When you are using the twist brush, you can also use your eraser brush to just detail and fade in some edges and just make sure you make it more realistic. So using these brushes doesn't automatically mean you don't need to adjust or you don't need to tamper with the settings. You can feel free to tamper with the settings if you are good at tampering. I would advise you to save the settings, the figures of the settings. Maybe probably just snap a picture of the settings, of the initial settings, and then you can tweak it around. Then if you're done using the brush, you can make it to go back to the default settings, or you can click on the default to let it go back to the default settings, or you can also just readjust it using the default settings. So yeah, let's try a second option, which is our twists. I have two different twist patterns. Feel free to use whatever twist pattern that you prefer. So I'm using the second twist pattern, which is nice as well. I actually like this twist pattern, and it looks very realistic and even more realistic than the previous twist pattern. It just needs a little bit of tweaking around and detailing. So feel free to spend time on tweaking around and detailing the edges and just detailing the twist pattern the way you want. So the next thing I'm going to be showing you is how to actually fill up your hair, how to get those strands and how to get those hair edges when you are painting your hair or when you are drawing your hair. So for you to be able to get those edges and those strands, there is this particular brush that I use for the hair edges and strands. This is the brush I use for the hair edges and strands, and you can also use it for filling up your hair as well. You can also use a separate brush for filling up your hair. Just make sure you experiment on the kind of brush that you want to use. I'm presently using the same brush to do the eyebrow, so you can also use this particular brush for the eyebrow, but I'll advise you to go for a sketch brush, a normal sketch brush for your eyebrow, but you can also use this hair brush for your eyebrow. You can also use the hair strands for your eyebrow. You can use the hair brush for your eyebrow. Depending on what you want to achieve, just feel free to use any of these brushes for that. And then you can use the beard brush for detailing of your beards, and you can use it for the mustache as well. You can fill up the hair using your hairbrush. All those tiny hair strands that fill up the hair, you can use it for that. And then the next thing we are going to be looking at is we are going to be looking at the second portrait, which is the coily, the man with the coily hair. So this is how you can use my brushes to draw the coily hair. You start off with the base silhouette. So after filling up the base silhouette, you can feel free to start off with the beards, but if you don't want to start with the beards, you can start with the hair. So I'm starting off with the beards and then proceed with the hair edges and the hair strands. So I use beard brush for the beards, and then I use the hair brush for the hair strands, and then I also use the hair strand as well for the hair strand. So yeah, depending on what you want to achieve, you can use the hairbrush 1, you can use the hairbrush 2, you can also use the hair 1. I have a lot of hair brushes, just make sure you experiment. So I basically use the hair strands and the hair 1 for the edges, and I switch in between the brushes to see what works for me. So you can decide to alter whatever settings that you want to alter while using these brushes, but make sure you set it back to default when you are done using this brush. So just feel free to use these brushes for what you want to achieve. So as you can see, I go back and forth using the hairbrush, the one without the number in front, and then I also go back to use another brush tool, which is the hair strand as well. Just feel free to go back and forth, and if you notice, I also use a soft brush just to fill up the space in between the strands and the base color. So just to fill up and just make the silhouettes more, and just to make it more realistic and more all together, just to combine the whole strands and the base color all together. And then when you are done filling up everything and detailing the strands, now what you need to do is the detailing of the hair. So this is where your brushes the use of your brushes comes very handy. So this brush can help you detail your hair perfectly. It can make you get perfect coils, most especially if you are using this particular brush that I'm using. It just makes it more easier for you to get the hair strands detailing perfectly. You can use the hair strands and you can use the one without the number in front. You can also use whatever kind of hair brush that is available. Just the most important thing is your knowledge of how to draw strands and how to replicate these coily waves. So you can use this brush for detailing of coily hairs, different types of coily hair, regardless of the gender. So after you're done laying down coily hair, make sure you erase some parts just to make it more realistic. And it's not all about using the brush, it's all about the knowledge behind the brush. So if you can be able to use coily, if you can be able to draw coily brushes with the help of your eraser, is going to go a long way. This brush is going to really serve you and it's going to help you speed up your workflow and just make you achieve some very nice effects. And yeah, most especially if you are someone that really wants to speed up your workflow, this is just the brush for you. It gives you an edge in drawing hairs. So if you like content like this, feel free to like, share and follow. And if you have any questions, do well to let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.